All right, this is another update video, update number 2. And so I wanted to just go over a couple things maybe about the lab as well as the class. Okay, so, and so this was the weekly announcement for week 3. And there was quite a few stuff on here, right? But by the end of this week, right, we're more or less halfway through. And you can complete the exam 2 before July 30th. You could take exam 1 if you like. I'll probably have an exam 2 list for you, when we get closer to the due date, so that you don't forget, or you know everything. So exam 1 is due this Sunday, right? Today is the 19th, right? It's a Wednesday. And I'm going to post this as soon as I get done editing it, and yeah, so you'll see it here. There's no quiz for section 8, so complete all this. See, we had the assignment issue. I talked about that last time. And then for lab, let's go to a lab here. This is one of my labs. And all right, I usually post everything we do in the lab in each announcement, but there'll be an upcoming announcement on Sunday. I talked to Miss Nelson about this. If you have a good, this is in the syllabus. If you have a good attendance record, you can make up, I think it says 4 in the syllabus, so I'll bump it up to 5. You can make up or redo 5 P&P assignments. You must make this, you don't have, request it, make sure you know which 5 that you're going to make up, right? You want to make the ones that you missed the most points on, that kind of thing. So, send an email. The do-overs must be handwritten and turned into me or Miss Nelson by July the 30th. This keeps us from having to reopen the quizzes, and I don't do that. I made this policy for that reason, right? After they're all done, then as long, if you've missed one, lab that you missed, you just forgot to do them, then, there's no problem of making them up. If you have more than 5, then don't expect all the points, all 5 points. So I'll let Miss Nelson decide exactly how she's gonna, decide those sort of decisions. But I'll expect her to follow the syllabus when it comes to the makeups. So I wanted to make that clear. Right, we don't have the other thing I'm going to do for lab that I want to make everybody cover. There will be you should be using this lab PowerPoint to do your P&P assignments and to study for the quizzes. She has her own quiz questions. She doesn't use mine. I might change that next time she does this. But anyway, I'm going to make another lab PowerPoint real soon, and it's going to just have the figures from this PowerPoint that are unlabeled. So you can use that as a study tool for the practical, because I don't know exactly how many. There's 20 stations, and they're going to be figures, and for the stains, it might be a microscope. And then you look in the microscope and you have to identify it as a gram stain, or the gram stain will be one bacteria, right? It'll all be the same color. If it's the acid-fast stain, then you're going to see a pink and a blue, right? Just like you did for the lab, hopefully, or the picture that you see in the lab PowerPoint has pink and blue in it. Then that's how you can distinguish between the gram stain and the acid-fast stain. And it should be easy to identify the negative stain. I'll probably use the picture that's on the PowerPoint. So that's why if you use that PowerPoint that's unlabeled, you can, look and make sure you identify them just by looking. And I think that'll be a big help. Okay. So be looking for that. I'll make an announcement about it or something. So for the week 4 announcement that's coming up, right? You should watch. I don't know if I can make this bigger. We'll be moving on to section 9 PowerPoint. So there'll be 4 sections, 2 assignments you need to complete before exam 3. So I kind of divvied this up between week 4, right? I just mentioned the quizzes in week 4, and then in week 5, I mentioned take exam 3. And the remaining stuff is for exam 4, right? The concept video for immunity. Basically 13, 14, and 15 are about the immune system and problems with the immune system. So week 6, there's not much in the week 6 announcement because you could technically get everything all done, right? I think I said this last time. On July 30th, right here, everything, right? Exam 3, it opens up July 25th, which is a week before, and it's due August 6th. But on the 30th, everything opens that you need to complete before, I guess I think it's August 13th is a Sunday. That leaves a couple extra days just in case there are a few people that didn't quite get to it. But so you could wrap this up much sooner. Now the practical, you need to be at the practical and go to the assigned lab for the practical, or don't expect to get all the points for the practical. The practical will be, this is a Sunday the 13th, Saturday's a 12th. So it's the 10th and the 11th, right? Some people have it on, all you guys have it on Monday, Wednesday. So Wednesday is the 10th, I think, right? Yeah. And so once you take the practical, you'll be done with all your lab points. So it won't be long. And hopefully Valerie said or Miss Nelson said she's been having trouble with the attendance. If you don't go to the lab, you're going to have a real hard problem doing well on the practical. That's all I can say. And I know the first couple labs were a combination of 2 labs, and they might have gone a little long, but the remaining labs won't be like that. Okay, they're kind of knocked that out. Okay, so anyway, just wanted to kind of quickly do an update, and then maybe the next video I make will comment on exam 1. I'll be grading your assignments. I usually wait till they're due, the due dates, before I start grading assignments. So I'll be doing that starting Sunday. I'll get to them, and that's when they're due. So you can do if you've forgotten to do any of the assignments, you'll still be able to turn them in late, right, past the due date, and then I may deduct some points because they're late. So just keep that in mind. Okay, well, good luck with everything, and to the next video.